Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to another exciting episode of Bhagavatam Bites. Dun, 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 dun. And Hare Krishna, welcome to those new viewers who are out there. Nice to see you. We're going to be reading Srimad Bhagavatam today. It is, 88 degrees, 89 degrees?
Yeah, like that, 89. It's 88 at the moment.
Huh?
88. Two fat ladies, 88. That's bingo.
Can you say that sort of thing?
Yeah, it's bingo.
TV?
It's bingo. If in England, everyone knows what bingo is. Sally and Dawn will back me up. Two fat ladies.
Everyone knows what bingo is.
No, that's what
Even
when
in
they
America.
call out 88.
Okay.
Two fat ladies, 88. Sally, back me up on that, Dawn. Someone.
Okay, we've repeated it enough now that we can certainly be sued by somebody. Okay.
Two fat ladies.
Where are we? Oh, Lord.
Canto 4, chapter 25, text 23.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Look what we're talking about.
Right, text 23. The waist and hips of the woman were very beautiful. She was dressed in a yellow sari. Oh.
Did we plan this? No, we didn't.
With a golden belt. I don't have a golden belt.
Yeah.
While she walked, her ankle bells rang. I do have ankle bells, but I'm not wearing them. She appeared exactly like a denizen of the heavens, and I don't appear like denizens of the heavens. They're definitely not.
Denizen.
This verse expresses the joyfulness of the mind upon seeing a woman with raised hips and breasts dressed in an attractive sari and bedecked with ornaments. Isn't that interesting? Like, culturally, like, how many people want to see an attractive sari?
Well, in Vedic culture, that was...
Yeah, that's why I'm laughing, because it's quite innocent, quite innocent. Yeah, anyway, that's all I got to say.
Okay, text 24. With the end of her sari, the woman was trying to cover her breasts, which were equally round and well placed side by side. Well, that's good. They're placed side by side. I often think about things like this. Like, isn't it interesting that the body is symmetrical, and like your eyes are side by side, nostrils side, mouth, two ears like aligned usually. 2 arms, and we don't think about it very often because we just accept, but it's completely symmetrical. I mean, why wouldn't one eye be over here, one eye like that? And it's like, for me, it feeds to the proof of a creator, because if it were just chaos, then none of this would be so organized. How is it, and your fingernails grow on the end of your finger? Why doesn't this one just grow out the side? And why doesn't, I mean, of course, there are some anomalies with all of our bodies, not just specific people, but with all of our bodies have anomalies. But isn't it interesting that things happen in a very orderly fashion, in fact, not so chaotic as sometimes is presented. Anyhow, she again and again tried to cover them out of shyness while she walked exactly like a great elephant. Now, the next time I send a Valentine's Day card to my wife and I say, you walk like an elephant, I'm not sure she's going to think that's so, romantic and clever and complimentary. So, gentlemen out there, I'm just trying to let you know, heads up, I'm not sure. But Krishna, his walking is compared to the gait of an elephant, and somehow there's this concept, and of course...
It's majestic, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like a large, strong, majestic animal.
Yeah, I mean, but I wouldn't always get that you would use that to compare to a soft, gentle woman.
No, I mean Krishna, yeah. For a woman, you'd be paranoid.
Shyness. So a shy woman that walks exactly like a great elephant. But the idea, I think you hit the nail on the head, is that there is a certain majesticness about it. And also the elephant is like, it's so big, but it just kind of, slowly moves. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what Prabhupada says in the purport.
Right.
The two breasts represent attachment and envy. Dear Lord, next time you think. The symptoms of raga and dvesha, attachment and envy, are described in the Bhagavad Gita 3:34. Indriyashindriyasharte raga dvesho vyabastitau tayorna bhasham agajet tau yasha paripantanau. Attraction and repulsion for sense objects are felt by embodied beings, but one should not fall under the control of senses and sense objects because they are stumbling blocks on the path of self-realization. Well, there you go. It says it so clearly that we become attached to these things. And of course, attachment and envy. We become attached to something, we envy those who have it, and then that leads to so many other things. And of course, all this is being compared simply to breasts. So this is a very eye-opening consciousness or way to look at things,
Okay. These representatives of attachment and envy are very much unfavorable for advancement in spiritual life. One should not be attracted by the breasts of young women. The great saint Sankaracharya has described the breasts of women, especially young women, as nothing but a combination of muscles and blood. So one should not be attracted by the illusory energy of raised breasts with nipples. So why are we talking so much about this? They are agents of Maya.
She becomes very uncomfortable in these conversations.
I do think
because she's a very chaste lady with the gait of an elephant. And what?
Gait of an elephant, so I got really big bottom and
No,
really
nobody
big
said
thick
that.
thighs.
Thick thighs. French
yeah,
fries.
big nose.
French fries.
And I'm like, woo! Like,
Yeah, woo.
and big ears.
Okay. I said the gait of an elephant. I didn't say the bodily structure of an elephant. Anyway, carry on.
They are agents of Maya meant to victimize the opposite sex. Because the breasts are equally attractive, they are described as sama vritu. The sex impulse remains in an old man's heart also, even up to the point of death.
Lord have mercy.
To be rid of such agitation, one must be very much advanced in spiritual consciousness. Like Yamanujacharya, who has said...
Hold on. It's not Yamanuja Acharya.
Oh yeah.
It's
not.
Yamunacharya.
Yeah, Yamunacharya.
Okay, thank you.
Since I have been engaged in the transcendental loving service of Krishna, realizing ever new pleasure in him, whenever I think of sex pleasure, I spit at the thought, and my lips curl with distaste. When one is spiritually advanced, he can no longer be attracted by the lumps of flesh and blood, which are the breasts of young women.
Wow, now there you go. The consciousness.
The word Nirantaru is significant.
Wow.
Because although the breasts are situated in different locations, the action is the same. We should not make any distinction between attachment and envy. As described in Bhagavad Gita 3.37, they are both products of Raja Guna. Kama Esha Krodha Esha Raja Guna Samudbhava. There you go. I think they're straightforward and I'm not sure we need to
Let's elaborate on this. Let's really get into discussing the topic matter.
No, move to the next paragraph, please. This is a kids' channel. Even
No,
though
it's not.
clicked-
It clicked. When you upload the video, it says this is not for kids.
I know.
All right.
Kids is too much.
The word niguhantim, trying to cover, indicates that even if one is tainted by kam, lobe, crowed, etc., they can be transfigured by Krishna consciousness. In other words, one can utilize kam, lust, for serving Krishna. Being impelled by lust, an ordinary worker will work hard day and night. Similarly, a devotee can work hard day and night to satisfy Krishna. Just as karmis are working hard to satisfy kam, crowed, a devotee should work in the same way to satisfy Krishna. Similarly, crowed, anger, can also be used in the service of Krishna when it is applied to the non-devotee demons. Hanumanji is always the one. Hanumanji applied his anger in this way. He was a great devotee of Lord Ramchandra, and he utilized his anger to set fire to the kingdom of Ravana, a non-devotee demon. Thus, kam, lust, can be utilized to satisfy Krishna, and crowed, anger, can be utilized to punish the demons. When both are used for Krishna's service, they lose their material significance and become spiritually important. So this is really the essence of a whole lecture, kind of seminar series that I remember Bhaktivedanta Swami doing, called Transforming Lust into Love. And he mentioned these points also. Not sure what's happening. Something's stuck me here. So yeah, this whole point, especially the point of that when someone is riddled with lust, they work hard day and night simply to satisfy their senses. So, and Prabhupada used to say that we should work twice as hard to serve Krishna, as opposed to how hard we work to satisfy ourselves or our senses or our family or whatever it is. So that's an interesting thing. Now, I must say, is it correct that just by necessarily working hard for Krishna that these things go away? Well, to a greater or lesser extent, yes. To a greater or lesser extent, yes. And the other thing about anger, of course, we have to be very careful how to use it. I'm listening to the Ramayan audio book at the moment, each day, and it's so nice hearing these pastimes, and we're at the point, and you hear about Hanuman and how he jumped to Lanka and how he burned it down, and yeah, he's a pretty hardcore dude. So utilizing anger against those who are antagonistic to Krishna or to devotional life is the proper use of anger. So the point being that these things exist even in their pure form. Lust, we hear the gopis were lusty for Krishna, but their lust is not the same as our material lust. Their lust isn't just for their own enjoyment, their lust is to satisfy Krishna. And to that end, they're willing to sacrifice their own reputations just to be with Krishna, to bring him pleasure. And this statement I love to repeat, that Radharani says that if pleasing Krishna brings me distress, then that distress becomes my greatest pleasure. So like that. A few thoughts.
Okay.
All right, so I think we'll finish there. Thank you all very much for tuning in.
Yeah.
And please read the Bhagavatam. Please open it up. Get it off your shelf. Start reading today. Hare Krishna.
Hare